Hello everyone, welcome back. Tara back here, and we're going to be looking at the anime that's going to be coming out in winter 2024. It's not as exciting as the fall 2023 because some of the ones that we were especially happy about are leaving, but some of them are continuing, and we'll go over those too. But first, let's look out for the ones that are coming out just this season. So, the first and most anticipated, I think for most people, if not all, is Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is one that came into my view a couple years ago, and I think it started as a web novel. It might have a manga adaptation, I can't remember. And I think it. Yeah, okay. So, it's very, very anticipated, very popular, and I'll go over the synopsis here to kind of give you an idea of what it is, because I have not read anything of this. It could possibly have a light novel too. Don't see it. But there's a manga, it says. So, there's a manga for it. Anywho, synopsis. So, 10 years ago, the Gate appeared and connected the real world with the realm of magic and monsters. And to combat this, people were given human strength, superhuman strength, and became known as hunters. And then our main character there, 20-year-old Sung Jin Woo, is one of such hunters. And he's also known as the world's weakest. And because of his pathetic power, compared to even measly E ranks, which I'm guessing E ranks are probably one of the lower ranks, if not the lowest. But still he has monsters and low rank gates. So gates are, I guess, based off ranking. To pay for his mother's medical bills. So this will be a somewhat isekai to a form that he will be transporting to a different world, it seems like, through the gates. But he will still be able to go to the real world, or the Earth, I guess, it seems like, since he can pay for his mother's medical bills. And his lifestyle changes when he was in a group, and he was the only one left that did not die in a mission that went wrong. And he awakens 3 days later in a hospital with a screen floating in front of him that's a quest log. And it demands that he completes unrealistic and intense training programs, or faces an appropriate penalty. And he complies, and it says that might just transform him into one of the world's most fearsome hunters. So from that, I'm kind of expecting, maybe not to the point of One Punch Man, where like training regiment, but him just going around and like fighting stuff, maybe getting his skills up, anything like that. I don't really know how this is going to work. But it does sound like we're going to be switching between like Earth and then the magical world. But this is probably going to be one of the most watched this season, I feel like. I don't think there's going to be any way this will not be the most watched. Other than the continued ones, of course. The continued ones we'll go over, but there's some big ones in there. But this is going to be one of the new ones that is going to be the most watched, I feel like. I don't think there's going to be any way that's not. It looks like we have some... I don't really know who any of these people are, but they look alright. So yeah, anyways, January 7th to the 2020... Well, actually we don't know. January 7th to something. So I don't know for sure if this is going to be a continuing one, or if this is going to be one that just ends after 12 or 24 episodes. But who knows. But this is going to be probably the most well-watched. So probably should watch it anyways. Plus it looks like it's going to be really good. Okay. Second off, we have Classroom of the Elite, Season 3. Which I have not watched any Classroom of the Elite since the other 2 seasons are out. It was one of the ones that I kind of skipped because the season it initially came out, there was a lot of stuff coming out. So I skipped it. If it looks like it's going to be really good, I might have to look up. I might have to catch up on some of it. Kind of like I did Jujutsu Kaisen, because I ended up watching Season 1 and caught up with Season 2 before it ended. So, this might be one that I catch up on, since this season there's not as much stuff to watch. So, possibly watching. And it comes out January 3rd, so it should be coming out actually tomorrow from when I'm recording this. Okay, second season of Moonlit Fantasy. It did not really look that good to me, and I didn't watch the first season, so that will probably be a sleep on me. January 8th comes out. Uh, Mashil? Magic and Muscles? Oh, is that is that a combination of magic and muscle? That's pretty cool, actually. This is one I have not seen any of. It was another one that I kind of skipped for a season. When did it come out? Okay, it came out 2023. Okay, it must have been earlier last season. Not season, last year. Could possibly catch up on it. There's a couple here that I might catch up on just because there's not much to watch, but we'll see. But yeah, I think I read the synopsis of this, and he basically cannot use any magic, but he has muscles. And in the world that they're in, magic is basically everything, and he has to go to a school and basically use his muscles against magic people. That's what it sounded like to me, and I mean, it does look kind of funny. Let me see. Is it a comedy, action, fantasy? Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably going to be a pretty well-watched one. Ooh, this one here, okay. Actually, first, that comes out January 6th, so. Then, we have Change Soldier. After a high school graduation, Yuki realizes it has been 5 years since his sister's disappearance during the Mato disaster. Don't really know what that is, but anyways, throughout Japan, mysterious entrances open, kind of like portals or gates or whatnot, to a dimension called Mato. A demonic metropolis filled with disastrous monsters that threaten human life, I guess. But a new hope arose as discovery that Mato fruits, I guess you get from the Mato dimension, grant supernatural abilities exclusively to women, so men cannot. And that gives them the ability to fight these demons that are there. So a female organization is made, the Anti-Demon Corps. And so Yuki, the guy, finds himself in Mato, and he's unable to escape on his own because he's a guy, so he can't use any of the powers. And just as anticipated, just as he anticipates a gruesome end, a girl in a military outfit saves him. And she's the chief of the 7th unit of the Anti-Demon Corps. Now in a life or death situation, takes the opportunity to find out the true potential of her powers by using Yuki in order to defeat the Shiki. He has to become her slave. Oh, that's... But yeah, anyways. It's edgy. I think it's going to be pretty well watched. I'll probably start watching it. I don't know for sure if it'll be good or not. But I'll try it out. Yeah, and it comes out January 4th. Okay. Here's one that I have been waiting for. Season 2 of The Dangers in My Heart. This is a pretty cute one, okay? It's pretty cute. If you did not watch the first season, I can go over the synopsis real quick. But our main character, this short little brown-haired boy that's kind of shy and has, like, murder tendencies. Not really. But he does like to read books about it. Yeah, deep in his heart, he's a bloodthirsty killer. He's not. He's really not. It says, okay, this synopsis is very misleading because none of this actually happens. But it's like, just kind of like, takes you in. So his ultimate desire is to see his classmate, Yamada, beautiful face writhing in pain before he ends her life. No, does not happen. Nothing near that happens. But yeah, he starts to like meet her and talk to her, and he sees a different side to her, and she always runs into him, always talking to him, and he desires to protect her at all costs. Or that they like each other. Okay, it's cute. Okay, it's very cute. Like the first paragraph there is nothing like what the series is. And it could possibly lead to something more. Who knows? Okay. From the end of the last season, they were kind of starting to like each other. So, spoilers. But yeah, season 2, I'm definitely interested in. I really liked season 1 of that. I don't remember what I ranked it as in one of my rankings, but it's going to be good. It's going to be very good. It's very cute, and it comes out January 7th, so I'll still have to wait a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely pick this one up if you guys have not watched the first season. So far, Solo Leveling and Danger's Your Heart are definite watches. Like, I'm definitely going to watch them. The Changed Soldier is kind of, I'll try it out. Let's see. That one did not look that good. This one here, Delicious in Dungeon. It kind of looks interesting, and it might be pretty good. So I'm not going to totally, like, push it off. But basically, it's just a group of people that go in the dungeon and, like, kill monsters, bring them back, and cook them, and also, like, just do, like, it's cooking, okay? It's cooking from things that are in the dungeon. So they take things from the dungeon and cook them into foods, and it might look disgusting or whatnot, but it turns out to be really good. At least that's what it looks like. So, after the Golden Kingdom was sunk into the underground by an insane magician, its king emerges, promising all his treasures to any who can defeat the magician, before crumbling to dust. Oh my. So, guilds are spurred to go into the kingdom, or I guess it'd be a dungeon now, the labyrinths there, to fight the magician. Yeah, there's something in here about a dragon wiping out a party and devouring a sister. Yeah. But yeah, so time being of the essence, it's suggested that it's a taboo eating monsters from the dungeon as a means to gather supplies. So you're not supposed to eat dungeon monsters. But in preparation for their first meal in the dungeon, they're stopped by an odd-looking dwarf, and he is a monster cook, and he helps them prepare their monster ingredients for safe consumption. So this is going to be us learning how to cook monsters and safely, and also what stuff is going to be good, possibly how to cook them. It looks kind of interesting. It might be a watch. But like, it's also going to be a food thing, so I'm definitely going to be only watching this whenever I'm eating, because if not, I'm going to be super hungry. Kind of like Food Wars. Food Wars I could never watch on an empty stomach. I always had to be eating. So, Delicious Dungeon kind of looks like a pretty good concept. I like the idea of it. And it comes out January 4th. Blue Exorcist. This is one, I've watched the first season of it. I think I missed the second season, because this is the third season of it, if I'm correct. Yeah. So, I might have to catch up on the second season. If I didn't watch it, I'll have to kind of look at it. But third season here, might have to watch. I'm pretty sure the main character here is the son of Satan. I'm pretty sure. If I remember my lore for the series correctly. And I think he's also in a school with people, and yeah. But I'm pretty sure they fight like demons or devils or something along those lines. Yeah. So January 7th. I'm sure most people have probably heard of Blue Exorcist. It was pretty popular when it came out. But yeah. Might have to watch it. As you can see, I have it on there as watching, but who knows. Yeah, these didn't really look that interesting to me. This one here it looks kind of good because there's like cute girls and everything. So, Hokkaido gals are super adorable. High school boy moves to Kitakami City. Kitami. Let's go with that. Up in Hokkaido, where he meets a gal at a bus stop. The sight of her standing alone against a snowscape, bare-legged despite the freezing cold, captures his heart. It kind of looks cool, and the animation does look kind of alright. It is... I don't know why she's bare-legged, though. Like, the first picture it shows, she's at like a bus stop or something like that, or a stop sign, maybe a crossing, and you can tell she's freezing. Like, she's not shivering, but you can see the, like, her face is kind of red and feverish kind of thing. And it kind of looks cute. I like the blush. That's what it's called, blush. I like the blushing they have on the characters, so it kind of looks cute. Possibly might try to watch a little bit of it to see what it's about and see if I'll like it. But I don't really know much about it other than that. But yeah, it comes out January 9th, so I have a little bit of time to think about it. Yeah, this one here, looks like a vampire and possibly a vampire spawn? I don't know for sure what she would be considered. But that guy that's carrying a coffin on his back is definitely a vampire. Like, I don't see any way that he's not a vampire. Unless she's the vampire and he's the vampire spawn, or like I don't know. Oh, wait. In a town that is enthralled to a witch. Oh, okay, never mind. She's their hero. I don't know. It does not look bad. Like, that's the thing. I watched the trailer for it, the teaser, and I couldn't really find anything that really jumped out to me, but possibly when it comes out, it might, because like the animation looks good. That's the thing. The animation looks good, the characters look good, and it looks, I just don't know about the story at all. And this synopsis does not really give that much of a look into it. So it possibly could be pretty good. It comes out January 12th, so a little bit later than all the rest. Ooh, Metallic Rogue. Okay, Metallic Rogue just looks kind of cute. Like, not just because of the girls or whatever, but also there's gonna be robots and stuff like that. So it could be possibly looking at another, like, mecha. Yeah, I don't see any... Oh, genres. Action, sci-fi. Okay. So in a world where humans and androids coexist, Rogue is an android girl who is on a mission on Mars with her partner Naomi. And the mission is to murder 9 artificial humans who are hostile to the government. So, or I don't know for sure if one of these is an android then. I would guess that one of these is an android, and the other is just the human girl. Or there could possibly be just these two both be human girls, and that's the android there that is just in the background. I don't know. It's one I'm probably going to try because the teaser did look kind of good. It did kind of pull you in. It comes out January 11th, so again, a little bit later than all the rest. But it does not look bad. Does not look bad. This was another isekai one. My instant death ability is so overpowered, no one in the other world stands a chance against me. Oh my gosh, those long light novel names. But, yeah, I'll be honest, it kind of did not look that great in the teaser. And I'm kind of getting tired of the gimmicks. Like, I still do love isekai, but like, this one, just my instant death ability kind of thing, it makes me seem like it's going to be too easy. But it could be like One Punch Man, where One Punch Man, even though he kills everyone in one punch, or most people, it's still hilarious. Action, adventure, fantasy, so it doesn't say comedy on there, but it could be funny. January 5th comes out. So, I don't think I'm going to watch that. I don't think I'm going to try. This one here, Tales of the Wedding Rings. There is going to be only one way I will watch this, and it could possibly be a must-watch for me. So the main thing is, this looks to be a harem anime. And if you've seen anything about me and heard me talk about it, I do like harem anime. I like harem, I like isekai, I like sci-fi, I like action. I also like horror and thriller. The harem is one of those that started me out in anime. And all the girls look beautiful. So, depending on the story and how it is, could be interesting. Satu has been in love with his childhood friend and neighbor ever since she and her grandfather appeared out of nowhere 10 years ago. So I'm guessing she's like from another world or whatnot. But anyways, now a dazzling yet mysterious high school beauty, she makes it more and more difficult for him to confess his feelings. As the anniversary of their first meeting is nearing, will he muster up the courage to transform their friendship into something more? Or will an entirely different fate await this tightly bounded pair? Yeah, so he's definitely going to end up with her, like childhood friend thing, which all harems have a childhood friend. Then there's also going to be the tsundere that goes through. There's also going to be like other things. But as you can look through here in this picture, I don't know for sure if it'll... Yeah, it doesn't really... I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some pretty people in there. So, might watch it just for that. Yeah, and it says that they're all main characters, all the girls are. So they're it's definitely a harem. They're not supporting or anything like that. So, probably gonna watch this. This is gonna be an action fantasy romance ecchi again. So, yeah. It comes out January 6th, so that's gonna be pretty soon. Okay, supernatural comedy here. What is this one? The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. I watched the teaser for this. So the blonde-haired, short lady here is an angel, and he's a devil. And I think they're going to... Let me see what the genres are. Comedy, supernatural, yeah. So, so this guy right here is a demon, infiltrated a high school in a human world. His goal is to find a candidate to aid Hell in the fight against their natural enemy, the angels. And he's assigned a seat next to, I guess this is Lily? Is that? Yes, that is Lily. So he sits next to the angel girl, who transferred there not long ago, and falls prey to her beauty and decides to recruit her to his cause. So he comes to the human world, a demon, to recruit people to help in the fight in hell. And he tries to recruit an angel. That poor guy. He did not choose very well. But there's more to Lily than meets the eye, and Lily's not only finds this guy not only finds himself an accomplice to one of the very enemies he is supposed to defeat, but he also might have developed feelings for her. So yes, we might see the love story between a demon and angel in this. So, could be interesting, comes out January 9th, a little bit later. This one, I really wish there was more in the teaser. The teaser literally gave nothing. The wrong way to use healing magic. And I don't really know what to say about it. Other than he's a guy with healing magic and gets summoned to a world with a student council president, vice president, and someone else. Let me see. The president and vice president get brought to the world with him. And let me see. Dejected with no way to return, he resigns himself to staying quiet in the new world. But he figures out he has healing magic here, which is a rare form of magic. Which is something Ken realizes when he's noticed by a crazy fellow healing magic user. So I'm guessing that him and another healing magic user are going to become friends, and the healing magic user is going to be using healing magic the wrong way and teaching him. So, I mean, that's the problem. I don't know for sure from the teaser if this is going to be good or not. I don't even know how good it's going to look that well. But, could be kind of interesting. Comes out January 6th. So, yeah. Ooh, another Otome. So, this is another one of those dating game ones where you get reincarnated into, kind of like I've talked to you about a few times. So, this time, our main character there in the black hair, she is the villainess. And she is a person that gets reincarnated into her in the game. And she gets her memories back, and then she gets her memories of her past life in Japan. And she's uninterested in romance, so she begins to dedicate herself to training her rare dark type magic, which is only used by like evil people in the game. But she wants to avoid becoming the hidden boss to stay out of the limelight. But it's going to be very hard for her to try to stay because she goes. I think they have like some sort of orb, and it tells them like what level they are, what like magic level they are, something like that. And she's level 99, and that is like insanely high for anyone. So, the villainess, level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. That is where we get the name of this. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be right up my alley. For some reason, I just love the ones where people get reincarnated into Otome RPGs. They are just good. And all of them are either they fall in love with the villainous, or they are the villainous and they're trying to not get destroyed. It's always that. Oh, but they're so good. I like it. But she just wants a peaceful life. So, gonna be a definite watch for me. I'm gonna definitely watch that. I'll see how interesting it is. I can't see how it could live up to the other ones I've watched. But the other ones I've watched, I did not know for sure if I was gonna like them either. So who knows? It comes out January 9th. Yeah, we only have one main character and all these supporting characters. So these are gonna be the friends, it looks like. But yeah, looks pretty good. I did not watch, no, I didn't watch any of that. None of these really looked that great, except for, I saw this one, which is another isekai, I know. But this one just looks cute, okay? So, 27-year-old, ends up in another world after dying from overwork. I feel the pain. But, there's been a lot of things that, like, a lot of isekais happen after someone dies from overwork or accident or whatnot, so this is a normal occurrence, sadly. So she gets reincarnated, and the god that reincarnated her blessed her with the ability to be loved by non-human beings. So she's basically going to be going around and loving on animals and everything like that. Like, just could you imagine just like walking around and like in this picture here, there's a giant white tiger, okay? There's a dragon. There's a dog. I can't tell what anything else is in here without like zooming in. But basically all animals just, well, actually non-human beings. So anything non-human loves you. Oh my gosh. For me being an animal lover and stuff like that, and apparently that would probably count to plants also since they're not human. So that would be the perfect ability for me. I think I would love it. So yeah, it looks cute. She's a little girl there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, reborn as the youngest daughter of the top-class noble family. I'm doing my best for the survival of humanity while enjoying the world's fluffiness. That sounds very cute, okay? It sounds very cute. So I'll probably watch a couple episodes of it. I might stop in every once in a while to see the fluffiness and stuff. I think it's just going to be a good old time. But yeah, it comes out January 7th. So maybe give that an idea. Ishura? Oh yeah, this is the... Okay, so the Demon King dies, and demigods have inherited the world. That's the main thing. And really, the animation's not bad, it's just different. And I don't think I would like it that much. I mean, you might want to watch the teaser to see. It might be kind of good. If I see memes of it and it looks good, I might watch it. It comes out January 3rd, which is tomorrow again. Shaman King. I haven't really watched any Shaman King. I don't think there's really anything else that I was planning on. Oh, this one. This is another one. So, again, with the long light novel names. So, Seventh Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. So, as the name would imply, she has been reincarnated 7 times. Yeah, this is her 7th time around. So she has all kinds of excitement from her previous lives. She was a merchant. She was a knight. Yeah, those are the only 2 that it has listed here. But 7 times, I mean, she could possibly be a merchant multiple times or a knight multiple times. But she wants to kick back and enjoy life now. So she first has to find a handsome prince to marry. And the same one who happens to be her murderer, I guess, from a past life. So it will be her 6+ lifetime experience and her skills to break the time loop and make her extravagant dreams come true. This kind of sounds interesting. I don't know. It sounds interesting. Kind of like, I think a couple seasons ago we had the one where the guy got reincarnated to the world for a 2nd time. That kind of is interesting. It's kind of interesting that she gets brought here the 7th time, or reincarnated the 7th time. So, could possibly be interesting. This is not I don't know for sure if I'm going to finish this or not. I might try to watch an episode, maybe, but that's just a maybe if I have time. January 7th. Let's see if anything else here looks good. I'm not really seeing anything. Oh, Singularity Noir. I think I was thought about watching that first part a couple seasons ago, so might look into that again, maybe. Yeah, that looks like all the ones, like not as many as I've initially like was hoping, but we got 1 for sure, 2 for sure, 3 for sure. We have 3 for sure's, 4 for sure's, okay, 4. And that looks like it. And then quite a few maybes. But do not be alarmed. We have continuing animes from last season that are actually pretty great. So, first one that we're going to be talking about is Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. So, if you watched last season, you already know about Frieren. It is very popular. And it's ranked number 1 right now, as it says on here. It has a 9.14 score on my anime list. And it's just good. So Frieren, our elf here, has like, I don't know for sure how many years of life she has. I guess thousands of years. And she's an elf. She was a party member for the hero that went and killed the Demon King. But her and a dwarf from the party are the only ones that actually are living still at this time the anime is like taking place. But Frieren here is along with Fern and Stark here. So Fern, the purple-haired mage, and Stark are warrior, I guess, berserker, something along those lines, red-haired. They are traveling around, and they are going back to the Demon King Castle, and they are following the route that the hero's party took there. So we're seeing like people from her past adventures and stuff like that she remembers, and just like seeing, like we're going through her memory lane basically, and it's just great. And she's slowly kind of figuring out her feelings for her party members, even though 2 of them have already passed. But yeah, it's very cute. And Frieren is just a mischievous little demon. Sorry, gremlin. I should not use demon. She hates demons. But she makes some great meme potential right there, and she's just great. Fern and Stark are also great. It's just a good anime. And if solo leveling does not take the top spot, this will be the next one. Like, there's no way nothing else is going to get above that. So yeah, this is continuing on, like I said. It aired September 29th. It's going to go till March 2024. So yeah, start watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It's great. Look at the memes. Enjoy yourself. And yeah. Also, Undead Unluck. That is also continuing. Undead Unluck is, like the name suggests, undead. We have Zombie here, or Andy they like to call him. The kind of buff, white-haired zombie guy here. And he cannot die. He just cannot die. So he has some attacks that he uses. So he likes to shoot off his fingers and use the blood propulsion as kind of making it a bullet. He also sticks a sword through his arm and then uses the propulsion from him pulling it out and his regeneration to make the blade swing faster, which is kind of insane. He also has, I think has a card inside his head that whenever he pulls that out, it blocks all the memories that he's had from his like thousands of years of like life. And he becomes just a god, basically. So, that's Undead. Then we have Unluck here. I forgot her name. Let's see. Fuko. So, this is our little, I think she has black hair, it looks like there. Red beanie. She is very unlucky. And the unluck only happens whenever you touch her. So, if you have skin-to-skin contact with her, unluck will happen to you. And what kind of unluck, you might ask? Well, her family's dead because of unluck. I think it was a plane disaster. And everyone that's touched her is probably dead, except for Andy. Since Andy cannot die, they've basically become best friends. And their goal is that Fuko there, Unluck, and Andy want to find a way to kill Andy. Because he cannot die. So, and the trick to her Unluck is that if she has more feelings for the person, the Unluck is stronger. So, Andy there, the zombie, wants to make her fall in love with him so that he gets the biggest reign of Unluck she's ever produced to possibly kill him. But I don't know how it's going to work. Anyways, very good. Really love it. It is like probably one of my favorites last season. But yeah, it's continuing on. Like I said, it started October 7th. It's going to go till March 2024. Very good. Another continuing one that was pretty good. Shangri-La Frontier. It is pretty good. So our bird hat guy there, he likes trash games. So have you ever played a game that whenever you played it was very unoptimized? Might be pretty crappy, glitches and whatnot. I'm looking at you, Bethesda games and stuff like that, which those were kind of fun. Maybe you played Cyberpunk when it came out, or maybe you played Fallout 76 when it came out. Like there's a lot of games that have had like glitchy beginnings. But yes, if you like trash games, you'll love this guy. So he plays every trash game and tries to beat them. That is his main goal. But he finally he gets a god tier game, or a game that not really glitches. It is just a well optimized game that not very much bad stuff happens. And he becomes very good at it because he is used to glitches and stuff like that, so he can use different things. I don't know how. He's just very good. He's just very good. He's very skilled. But yeah, it's him going around and playing around and beating things that he should not be able to beat at his level just because he's very well skilled. So it's pretty good. And it's continuing on from last time. But yeah. Yep, started October 1st to March 2024 again. Pretty good. I think those are the only 3 that are continuing that I watched. Is that continuing? I thought that should be done. Okay, we won't even talk about that one. Let's see if there's any movies that look good or anything else. I didn't watch Great Pretender. None of those look familiar. No. Kizu Monogatari Koyomi Vamp. So it says this is a compilation of the 3 Kizu Monogatari movies. Those have been out for a little while now. They were actually pretty good movies. I like Monogatari. I like the series of it. It's hard for people to catch up on, especially because it talks so fast, its subtitles go by so fast, and there's so much happening that it's kind of mind-boggling. But this is how I got good at reading subtitles. This is the series that got me, I can read subtitles pretty fast now. Since this is a compilation, I don't know if there's going to be anything new in it, but I might kind of look at it and see if there's anything new and see. They could have added new scenes or something in it. Who knows? I think this one was pretty popular. Road to Summer Sonia? I don't know. Looks like it's a movie for that one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's really popping out to me. So, yeah, not as much stuff to watch, but I did have a lot to talk about. We'll look at some of these, kind of like Classroom of the Elite and Mashal. And we'll watch the ones that we know for sure are going to be good. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to this solo leveling. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy this anime season. Like I said, not as much to watch, at least for me. Hopefully you guys find stuff to watch. And the continuing ones are good. So, thanks for watching. I'll try to get out my ranking for fall 2023 pretty soon. But yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye.